Welcome to SKML Chess Academy. Till now, we are covering in the channel the opening various openings and their ideas behind the openings. Today, we covered Vienna game. Now, recently in a recently concluded tournament in at Vishakhapatnam, I asked many children, did they hear about an immortal game? Because when we were playing and when we were introduced to the chess to us, the most famous game was introduced is all the chess books. Whether you say First Move by Russian famous first book, or some of the books are translated in Hindi and Telugu and English, the Russian books. That Russian to English book is known as the First Move, and in Telugu, so famous Sini writer has actually translated this. His name is Arudra. He introduced the chess, and I happened to read that book. It was my first chess book which I read in Telugu. Then, in that book, after introductory introduction to the chess, in the game section, he told this game uh, about the game played between Anderson and Kieseritzky in 1851 in London. It's a casual game, but it's a it is written in the history of chess as Immortal Game. Immortal Game and Evergreen Game both are very famous that time. So let us just go through this game, enjoy the how they sacrificed it and how White sacrificed all his pieces and went on to mate the Black King. Let us see. Here E4, E5, F4, E into F4. The opening was King's Gambit. King's Gambit, that time, it's also called as the romantic era of chess. So, see, King's Gambit was more popular that time. So, Bishop C4, Queen H4. You just notice how this Bishop C4 was played, and that's why in today Vienna game opening we said that Vienna game, King's Gambit, and Bishop's opening all are interlinked. So all ideas are interfaced, and if all these three you should know in unison and practice it so that you don't have any surprises. And as a black player, you have to guess, you have to consider you are not going to play against one opening, you will be playing against three openings whenever you are playing a bishop opening. So here an interesting move was played by white, that is king f1. Here bishop c4 bishop was attacked, bishop into b5, knight f6. Because why he has given this b4 pawn is just simply to divert the bishop from the uh, a to f7 diagonal. Okay, we don't analyze too much in this game. Later, we will analyze this to improve our defense skills. Knight f3, queen h6, d3. I'll just in between tell some important points. Knight h5. Here see, he want to knight g3 check. So it is under pin. If you take with h into g3, queen can take the rook. But you see how interestingly he played. He played knight h4. Then it comes queen g5. Then he played knight f5. c6. c6 was played. g4. Knight f6. And here rook g1. He left this bishop hanging. C into b5. h4. Queen g6. h5. Queen g5. Then queen f3. Knight g8. Bishop into f4. Actually, initially it was tried to trap the queen. So that's why he made a room by shifting the knight to g8. Queen f6. Knight c3. Other knight was developed. Bishop c5. Attacking the rook, and he just left rook. Knight d5. Then queen into b2, bishop d6. Here, bishop d6 was played so that this threat can be thwarted. If bishop into bishop, knight into bishop, check, then he can escape from the top and he can save both the both the rooks. But at the same time, depend upon the move by black, white played different game. Bishop d6, bishop into g1, e5. He didn't bother to save this game or to save this rook or to capture this bishop. If I was played, the idea is he is cutting off the diagonal so that knight can be captured g7 and say check. And whenever your king is surrounded by the three minor pieces, you should be very very careful. All of you know legal mate and all. So e5, knight a6. Knight a6 is making room for this. Knight into g7, king d8. Here, a spectacular queen sacrifice, queen into f6, knight into f6, bishop into e6, checkmate. So that is the game. It is known as the Immortal Game, played in London, 1851, by between A.Anderssen, who is also famous as genius of combinations, and L.Kieseritzky, but it is a casual game. It's not played in a tournament. I just introduced this because as a immortal game nowadays in modern immortal games they have come so many. There is Ananda immortal game, Kasparov's immortal game, Vesliso immortal game, like so many immortal games. But very very famous since my childhood, it is the immortal game by Anderson. That's all in this video. We will introduce you some of the games, and you can also tell us. And here, these games, just you have to enjoy. But when you are talking about the lessons on defense, we will revisit these games and see what are the how can we defend these positions. That's all today. Thank you very much. Please share, subscribe, and press the bell icon button. Okay, we could make this video within 10 minutes.